Hello and welcome. My name is Sergeant George Godoy. I specialize in helping entry-level candidates pass their entrance exams for law enforcement positions. If you are interested in becoming a police officer, sheriff's deputy, or state trooper, this short video is for you. In preparing to apply to a law enforcement position, you should already be aware that there will be several different types of exams required over a period of time. The most common are the written exam, the physical, the polygraph, and the background investigation, and the psychological exam. The written exam is usually the first hurdle and is the scariest part for most applicants. But to make matters worse, each agency uses slightly different written exams. This short lecture will present an overview of how to find out what types of questions will be on your specific exam and how to select an exam prep course that will meet your personal needs. All law enforcement agencies are looking for top candidates, and they spend lots of money ensuring that they get the very best. As an entry-level applicant, you need to be aware that the main purpose of each testing phase is to weed out weak candidates. Even if you pass all the exams, there may be more qualified applicants than there are openings. This is true in any career, and especially so in law enforcement. Therefore, my rule number one is do not put all of your eggs in one basket. I recommend that you apply to as many agencies as you can manage in an attempt to get hired somewhere. Once you get into law enforcement and gain some experience, you can more easily transfer to an agency that may be more attractive to you. If you are dead set on staying in a particular geographic area, do your research on all municipal agencies in that area, including state troopers, the sheriff office, as well as police agencies. Once you get a job offer, take it immediately. You can round out your ideal career after you get started. The term POST means Police Officer Selection Test, but this is a generic term. There is no such thing as a national standard for police officer selection test. Each state will have a commission on posts that sets the minimum requirements that must be covered by all entry exams. Law enforcement agencies usually purchase their written exams from publishers with expertise in the field. Here are a few of the more commonly commercially available test formats. You can see there's quite a few. Some of the publishers have obviously promoted themselves to states to try to get their version of the written exam selected as the standard for that state. But beware, the tests can vary from town to town within the same state. With or without a state standard, each agency may also customize their specific exams. For this reason, it is critical for new applicants to know how to contact each of the agencies that they are applying to and find out exactly what components will be on the exam. The best way to do this is simply to call the Human Resource or Recruiting Department. To make matters worse, the very same subject may be called different names on different tests. Here are some examples. Most tests include a writing skills portion. Some tests call this written expression. You've probably never heard of written expression, but it's the very same thing as writing skills. And within writing skills, there are usually tests involving spelling, vocabulary, writing clarity, grammar, sometimes punctuation. Reading comprehension is another topic typically included in most tests. Alternatively, this may be referred to as written comprehension. But there are various forms of reading comprehension tests. One is to read a passage and then answer multiple choice questions. Another is to fill in the blank word, demonstrating that you understand the meaning of words from the context of a passage. Others might include observation, meaning can you identify the details and the main ideas of reading passages. Another area that has many different forms to it is logical reasoning. Logical reasoning can be broken down into two types of logical reasoning questions, deductive reasoning and inductive reasoning. But there are many forms, over a dozen different kinds of logical reasoning questions that you need to clarify. Some are called problem solving or problem sensitivity. Some have you read maps and diagrams. Math is another topic that may or may not occur on your particular exam. And then there are specialties like visualization and memorization, which can be quite difficult and may or may not be found on the exam for the agencies you're applying to. You must take each step of the hiring process seriously. The exams are not intended to be easy. They are intended to weed applicants out of the system. So you need to attack this challenge aggressively. You need to beat your competition. Two qualities that are essential are being prepared and being confident. The best way to gain confidence is through the first step, being prepared. In order to prepare, you need much more than the free study guide the department may offer. You need to invest in a proven prep course that will ensure your ultimate success. So I'm going to walk you through the process of choosing the best prep course as a good investment in your career. First, make sure that all types of exam questions are included in your prep course. Since you're going to be applying to multiple organizations, when you select a prep course, you want to be sure the prep course includes all of the types of tests that may occur across all agencies. Therefore, a good prep course will have more material included in it than any single specific department test will cover. In order to make your study time most efficient, you will need to study all the types of questions that you may encounter, but avoid wasting time on material that will not be on your exam. The best way to prepare is by having access to hundreds of interactive quizzes and questions. Better yet, it is important to be able to use these test questions in both the timed and untimed mode. The untimed mode is good for learning. The timed mode is good for practice under real testing conditions. It can be a waste of time just taking practice exams if you have no insight as to what strategies and tips are best for performing those exams. So you want a course that includes in-depth lectures that give you true strategies and insight as to how to maximize your performance on the quizzes. After you pass your written exam, there are going to be follow-on exams like the polygraph, the psychological exam, and the oral interview. These advanced topics should be included in any prep course you get. You don't want to pay extra for these after you pass your written exam. Look for a course that has online access and no limit to the amount of time you can use the course. The benefits are that you'll get a more efficient learning experience, and unlike published books, the material will be up to date and easily accessible. My recommendation is that you should plan to spend between $45 and $75 maximum on your prep course. Nowadays, there are vendors who have courses for $150, and in New Jersey, there's one vendor that has a 2-day seminar that he charges over $500 for. In my opinion, these are complete rip-offs. At the low end, the free study guides are very limited as they only provide one type of question as an example. And then in the $30 class, there are books and older courses that are typically outdated and awkward to use, thereby giving you a less efficient learning experience. Finally, look for a prep course that has an experienced officer who's willing to give you online coaching and answer questions when you run into problems. This type of personalized support is very important and not available from prep courses published by the large publishers or from hard copy books. The best course on the market is, of course, Police Exam 911. This is a course that I have developed and consistently improved over the last 10 years. There are thousands of satisfied users. Your satisfaction is completely guaranteed. All courses are included. All advanced courses are also included. You get unlimited use and online access for a one-time fee that is an excellent value. And of course, you get my personal support on a 24/7 basis. To learn more about this prep course, click on the link with the badge. To subscribe to my YouTube channel, click on the logo with my image. On the right, you will find a playlist of additional videos that I have published regarding law enforcement entrance exam preparation. Thanks for watching.